Good morning, and welcome to another ironic introduction to another video. If you want this video to be 30 seconds, just watch another 20 seconds here as I state that do not buy this deal. The July 4th All Fathers Odin Vault is almost guaranteed to be better for you as a player, and that's it. That's the whole video. If you have a little more time than that, let me get into some specifics. So the deal is a 5-star class crystal, which when it's random, you should just assume you're going to get screwed, because then when you don't get screwed, or if you maybe don't get screwed, because let's face it, you probably will, then you can be excited. I did get my Omega Red in a crystal similar to these on a 4-star one, but that said, you know, it still hurts when you buy a class and you're like, oh, I went for mutant and I got, wow, I drew a hard blank because they have all the good mutants here to make it look like it's a good deal. Sorry, I went for science and I got Ant-Man. It just hurts. But that said, the deal is a 5-star class specific crystal, a rank 1 to rank 2 gem, a rank 2 to rank 3 gem, and 2,000 6-star shards. The 6-star shards is a really nice touch, but the rank 1 and the rank 2 gem ups, you should look at those, and what you should see instead is a series of tier 4 basic, tier 4 class catalyst, T1 alpha, because when you look at it from that perspective, you can realize, oh, I can get most of those over time. Gated though I am, any player who is seriously looking at these for $100 is either someone who is a newer player, which if you're a newer player, this has way more value to you. The same way the OG Vision has much more higher value for players who are new to the game, because when it's your first or second or third 5-star that's getting ranked up to rank 3, the amount of progression you'll be able to make with that, this is undeniably a amazing deal. But the more developed you are, the less of a deal this is, because the more when you look at it, the tier 4 basics are something you can grind in the arena. Gated by time though you can patiently grind those just in the arena. The T1 alphas you can grind in the arena, again gated by time, but something you can definitely grind in the arena over time. And finally, the tier 4 class catalysts, which you can't really grind in the arena right now just because of the way it's set up. But you can get over time with your glory or farming that incredibly miserable daily event, and it doesn't feel great, but you can do this over time, and you're not gated that hard. Now, the July 4th deal from last year, which we are almost guaranteed to get a better deal than this, and keep in mind that at the time 6-star shards weren't in the game. You got 2/3 of a tier 2 alpha catalysts. This is a material that you are hard gated on. Like if T1 alphas are gated every 9 days and tier 4 basics are gated every 9 days, this is something people wait months for. People wail hardcore for. I mean, you can even see like in this $5 Grandmaster deal, they stick 362 T2 alpha in there. So 24,000, that's a pretty hefty change. This is 2/3 of a tier 2 alpha catalyst fragment, two-thirds of a tier 2 alpha catalyst, my apologies, and 1/3 of a tier 5 basic. In addition, you still get a 5-star hero. Well, it's not class specific, so it's not narrowing the pool down a little bit if you're hunting for anyone in particular. You are still getting a 5-star hero, and the most important part is you're getting 3,100 units for this. Like, $100 for 3,100 units is already arguably worth for a whale, and you're getting all of this in addition too. And with 6-star shards being in the game, I wouldn't be surprised if we see some 6-star shards in here, and I wouldn't be surprised if we see gold or energy refills or things to like make this incrementally better, just because that's something that needs to happen with power scaling over the time. So that said, that's it. That's my only argument. Last year, you could buy 3 of these. So if you're in a position where you're like, I can spend more than $500 on the July 4th deal, well, then maybe you should buy this one. But if you can't spend more than $500 on the July 4th, because keep in mind, the lower cost deals here were very good too in comparison, plus the units. But if you can't spend more than $500 on July 4th, if you're like me and you have to think about it, because while I am a whale, this is still $100 that I have to spend. You have to take any moment thinking about this, right? Any hesitation at all, don't buy this deal. Save your $100 for July 4th. Be patient. trust me, I'm struggling just as much as you are. And as always, this video has gone on longer than it probably should have, but I will talk to you later.